How's it, guys? So I'm back in the office here after Blockchain Africa 2020 in Joburg. You can see that's actually my desk there. A couple of people aren't even here, obviously because of the severity of COVID-19. A lot of people here in the office have decided, you know what, we're going to just remote work. Most of our work doesn't require being present. We can do it from home on the computers and what have you. So I've packed up. Also got 2 kids, so it's a lot more practical because they're going to be at home from Wednesday as well. But Graeme is here in the office while I'm packing up. I thought I'd ask him a quick question. How's it, man?
How's it, guys?
So I just wanted to ask you a quick question, Graeme. Give us your opinion regarding the financial markets at the moment. Beyond just crypto assets, we have seen a serious decline in valuations on equities across the board. Indexes are down. It's looking very ominous at the moment. What are your thoughts?
So it has been fascinating. I mean, it's strange to think that this COVID-19 news is still really early. I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks since it actually came onto our radar, and we've seen such a big response from the markets. You know, never mind the response from governments and healthcare, institutions, etc. But the markets tell a significant story about the state of fear that there is in financial markets, which I think is reflective of the world, the mood globally. And I think this is where your sound money principles of Bitcoin and other hard assets really come into their own. And this is, I think, some of the value that we've always seen in Bitcoin all this time. Bitcoin was built for situations and times such as these. So very fascinating times to watch things, how they play out.
Fascinating indeed. Obviously, Bitcoin itself probably not looking like a healthy investment. We'll do an analysis hopefully this week sometime. So long term, absolutely, this is what Bitcoin was built for, as you say. But in terms of the traditional markets, is this the black swan event that we have been sort of anticipating over the last few years?
Yeah, so it's something I've been spending a lot of my time on, having a look at what people would call the everything bubble that's developed in traditional financial markets, be it in equities, bonds, properties, you name it. If it's linked to something that can be fueled by the debt and the quantitative easing and the monetary policies of the central banks, it hasn't been immune to being blown up or have the valuations blown up out of proportion. And I do think that this COVID-19 is almost a perfect pin to pop that bubble. So that's really where I see us right now. And I think it's going to end up in a full-blown reset. Every day that goes by, we get more news, and that probability gets higher. Just this morning we saw the Fed drop their rates to 0, which is pretty much the most aggressive stance and aggressive move they can make. And yet, the markets have reacted negatively. They've just opened and closed after 3 minutes for the circuit breakers being triggered. So that shows that the Fed is losing control. And for me, that's one of the significant kind of nail in the coffin to say that things are potentially going to become worse before they get better.
All right. Well, Graeme, we'll leave it there. We'll pick up more of this in our next analysis.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Good luck.
Yeah.
May we get through this. May we come out stronger on the other side.
I think we will. And look, if we follow Bitcoin. We are Bitcoin believers, and even though the price is not reflected very positively in recent times, I think this is a great opportunity to be looking to move some of your wealth into Bitcoin, because I think it's really one of those assets that are going to provide you that safety in the long run. In the short term, you can almost flip a coin, but let's see how this plays out. But I think I'm more bullish on Bitcoin than I've ever have been, especially at these prices.
Right.
Put it that way.
Yeah, and some of the other hard assets as well, gold and silver. Silver especially. You really like what's happening
We can
there.
do another full video on silver.
Well, I think we will.
But let's leave it to Bitcoin for now.
Sure, no problem. All right, Grant, thanks, man.
Thanks, James.
Good luck out
Cheers,
there,
guys.
guys. Stay safe.